40% of your genes are active right now, influencing everything from your eye color to your susceptibility to certain diseases. But 30% are dormant, just waiting for the right signal to spring into action. You have 2.4 million epigenetic markers, which is a staggering number when you think about it. They control your genes, essentially acting as the conductor in an orchestra. Think about it, your genes are like a piano, with epigenetic markers as the player, pressing the keys to create a unique melody. For instance, a study on identical twins found that despite having the same genetic makeup, they had distinct epigenetic markers, resulting in different gene expressions. One twin had a 30% higher risk of developing diabetes due to epigenetic differences. Your stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve a nail, but epigenetic markers are even more powerful, changing your gene expression in real time. Surprisingly, research has shown that epigenetic markers can even be influenced by your emotions, with chronic stress altering the expression of genes related to inflammation. You won't believe what happens next, as these tiny markers continue to shape your health and well-being in profound ways, like a master pianist composing a symphony that is uniquely yours. Meet the epigenetic clock, a concept that's changing the way you think about aging. It's like a stopwatch, measuring your biological age, which can be quite different from your chronological age. You have a birth certificate that tells you how old you are, but your cells have a different story to tell. For instance, a study on twins found that identical twins, who share the same DNA, can have an epigenetic age difference of up to 5 years. Your epigenetic clock ticks every time a cell divides, marking time at a molecular level. Interestingly, research has shown that telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes, play a significant role in this process. You can rewind your epigenetic clock or speed it up, depending on your lifestyle choices. Take Steve Orsted, a biologist who lived to be 114, his epigenetic clock was likely ticking slower than average. Surprisingly, did you know that some species, like the Turritopsis dohrnii jellyfish, can actually reverse their epigenetic clock, essentially making them immortal? As you learn more about the epigenetic clock, you'll realize that aging is not just about the passing of time, but about the choices you make every day. DNA methylation is key. It's the crucial factor that determines which of your genes are active and which are silent. You have approximately 20,000 genes, but surprisingly, only about 2% of them are active at any given time. DNA methylation decides which ones get to play. It's like a conductor leading an orchestra, where your genes are the musicians, and they either play the right notes or not. For instance, research has shown that DNA methylation patterns can significantly influence our susceptibility to certain diseases, such as cancer. For example, a study found that the DNA methylation levels of the gene BRCA1, a tumor suppressor gene, were significantly lower in breast cancer patients, with about 70% of these patients having reduced methylation levels. Interestingly, did you know that identical twins, who share the same DNA sequence, can have different DNA methylation patterns as they age, which can lead to differences in their gene expression and even their physical characteristics? DNA methylation is controlled by enzymes like DNMT1, the main player in this process. As you can see, DNA methylation is a complex process that plays a vital role in our overall health and development. Here's the wild part. Your epigenetic clock is influenced by lifestyle. Diet, exercise, stress, they all matter. You can change your epigenetic markers. It's like reprogramming a computer, updating the software. For instance, a study on twins found that those who exercised regularly and ate a balanced diet had a significantly lower epigenetic age than their sedentary counterparts. Take telomere length, for example, a key indicator of biological age. Research has shown that people who practice meditation and yoga can actually increase their telomere length by up to 10%. You can update your epigenetic markers, but it's not a guarantee. You can't turn back time, or can you? It's surprising to note that some people's epigenetic clocks can even run backwards, a phenomenon observed in a study on individuals who underwent intensive lifestyle intervention, including diet and exercise changes, which resulted in a reversal of their epigenetic age by an average of 3 years. This flexibility is a game changer, and it's an area of research that's still unfolding. As you consider your own lifestyle choices, remember that every decision has the potential to impact your epigenetic clock. You're exposed to toxins every day, from the air pollution you breathe into the chemicals in your household products. They affect your epigenetic clock, which is like a ticking time bomb, silently altering your genetic expression. You can't see it, but it's there, influencing your health and well-being. For instance, a study found that people living in areas with high levels of air pollution, like New Delhi, had accelerated epigenetic aging by up to 7 years. Your epigenetic markers are changing right now, and it's not just about the air you breathe. Did you know that even the food you eat can impact your epigenetic clock, with some foods actually reversing epigenetic damage? You can reduce the damage, though. It's like wearing a mask to filter out pollutants. You protect yourself, and your epigenetic clock is like an alarm clock, waking you up to the importance of taking care of your health. By making small changes, like using non-toxic household cleaners or eating epigenetically friendly foods, you can slow down the ticking clock and take control of your health. You have the power to rewind your epigenetic clock. Most people think aging is inevitable. But it's not. You can influence your epigenetic clock. It's like a game. You can play to win. Or lose. The choice is yours. You won't get younger, but you can get healthier. Your epigenetic clock is like a report card, showing your progress. For instance, a study on twins found that despite having identical DNA, their epigenetic clocks differed significantly due to lifestyle choices. One twin, who was a heavy smoker, had an epigenetic age 5 years older than his non-smoking brother. Surprisingly, research has also shown that some people's epigenetic clocks can even be reversed, a phenomenon known as epigenetic rejuvenation. You can take control of your epigenetic clock by making conscious decisions about your diet, exercise, and stress levels. It's not about turning back the clock, but about slowing down the ticking. By doing so, you can add healthy years to your life. Take the example of Dan Buettner, who identified areas around the world where people live longer and healthier, known as blue zones. He found that people in these areas, such as Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, have lower rates of chronic diseases and live up to 10 years longer than the average person. In 2013, a groundbreaking study changed everything, revealing that epigenetic clocks can be reversed. It's like a time machine, taking you back to a younger state. But it's not a miracle, it's science. Your epigenetic clock is like a complex puzzle, with pieces that can be rearranged. You can solve it, or not, the choice is yours. For instance, a study on twins found that identical twins, who share the same DNA, can have vastly different epigenetic clocks, with one twin's clock being up to 5 years ahead of the other. This is because epigenetic clocks are influenced by lifestyle and environmental factors. Surprisingly, did you know that NASA has been studying the effects of space travel on epigenetic clocks, and found that astronauts who spent time in space had their clocks reversed by up to 2 years? You won't believe what's next. As you delve deeper into the world of epigenetics, you'll discover that it's not just about aging, but about taking control of your health. By understanding how your epigenetic clock works, you can make informed decisions to slow it down, or even reverse it. The power is in your hands. Your epigenetic clock is like a clock, it ticks every second, a reminder that time is passing. You can influence it, but will you? Your biological age is not set in stone, it's dynamic. For instance, a study on twins found that despite being genetically identical, their epigenetic clocks could differ by up to 5 years due to lifestyle choices. Take the case of Dan Buettner, who lives in one of the blue zones, where people live longer and healthier lives. He's 65, but his biological age is likely much younger. You can change your biological age, but it requires action. Did you know that your gut microbiome plays a significant role in determining your epigenetic age? In fact, research has shown that a diverse gut microbiome can add up to 10 years to your life. So, what's your real age? It's not just about the number of years you've lived, but how well you've lived them. You have the power to slow down or speed up your epigenetic clock. The question is, will you take the first step towards a younger, healthier you? The choice is yours, and it starts now.